Hello, YouTube. I just got home from Terrificon, my second, uh, my second and final Comic Con for this month, for the month of August. Um, so yes, let me show you what I got. Um, we're gonna do this, how we normally do. We're gonna do it, how we normally do it with with my Comic Con haul videos. I'm gonna do the autographs first, and then I'm gonna show off um, and then I'm gonna show off like all of the like all the like all the books and stuff that I picked up. So yeah, so let's get started. I spent more money than I spent more money than I said I was going to, which, with usually happens with me when it comes to Comic Con. I know it's a really, really bad habit, um but yeah, let me show you what I picked up. Let me get the autographs over here. Okay. Yeah, so first, hold on. First, we have this is by David Wenzel, I think. I think it's how you pronounce it. This is a excuse me. This is a print of The Hobbit in comic book form, and I believe, it is a page from the Hobbit graphic novel. And as you can probably tell, yes, this is Bilbo and Gollum. So yeah, so there's this, and then I have another print here. This one is by Jerry Ordway, and it is signed by Jerry Ordway. Shazam, uh, Captain Marvel, and then you have Batman in the background. But yeah, and then he signed it here at the bottom. So yeah, so this is also signed, and that is it for the prints. Um, that's it for the prints. But I do have more autographs. Smallville season 9, signed by Tom Welling. This is I got this one signed because this is actually my favorite season of Smallville. I loved what they did for this season. I loved that they brought General Zod into it. The guy that played Zod was fantastic. He did a phenomenal job. But yeah, so there's this. And then we have here Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, signed by Edward Kenway. Now, signed by Edward Kenway, Matt Ryan. Kind of a cool thing about this. Last year, it's kind of ironic, really, because last year at Rhode Island Comic Con, I met Adrian Ho, who was the voice of Haytham Kenway in Assassin's Creed 3. And I'm gonna bring this out. I have to do this. I have to do this because look, now I have them both signed. Now they're both signed. Adrian Ho sign this at excuse me, sorry. I had Adrian Ho sign this at Wicked Comic Con last year. I'm sorry, not Wicked Comic Con, Rhode Island Comic Con last year. And then this year I got Matt Ryan to sign my copy of Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. So basically, I got these both signed back to back, which is pretty fucking awesome, if I do say so myself. Yeah, so there's that. So there's that, and then we are moving into the autographed comics. And this I bought while I was there. Predator versus Wolverine. And it is signed by Benjamin Percy. I don't know if you can really see. Oh yeah. See it it's signed right here up top. So yeah, so he signed that. And then another one that I bought while I was there that I had signed, Alien Bloodlines, signed by the writer, Philip Kennedy Johnson. So he signed it. Inside here. You can probably see he did sign it right there. And then this one, I know I showed this one off last week in my last video. However, you can see that there are two signatures here. This one here, this one right here is new, and it's signed by the inker, who, the inks of, the guy who did the inks for the book. So, and then here I have, oh, I'm sorry. This is, it is signed by Joe's Luis Garcia Lopez. He is the inker for this, for this comic. And then this, I know I showed this book off last week in my video. However, it is now signed by Sean McManus, who is the artist, and he signed both books. And he signed both, both issues. So this is issue number 1, and he signed it right here. And then issue number 2, and he signed it. You can see he signed it at the bottom here. So, yeah, so these are both signed. And then this, this I brought with me. However, I got it signed by Stephanie Phillips. I got it signed by Stephanie Phillips, who is the writer. So she signed it right here. You can probably see at the bottom. Right here. She signed it. And this was actually a pretty good read. Maybe I will do a review on it at some point. But yeah, this was a pretty solid read. Yep, so there's that. And then going back to David Wenzel, he signed my copy of the graphic novel of The Hobbit. He signed it right here. He did I don't know if you got I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but he did like a little sketch of like a dwarf um, above his signature. So he signed this for me. And then this one, I was really, this is a book that for the past few years now, I've been bringing this next book that I'm about to show off. I've been bringing, for the past few years, I brought it to Terrificon. I brought it to Terrificon, hoping to get it signed, um, and I kept walking out. I kept leaving the con, not having it signed, just because I didn't feel like waiting, and I didn't feel like waiting in line to get it signed. Just because his line was usually so big. However, this time his line was actually not big at all, and I was able to just basically go right up to him. He was having lunch, so he was having lunch, so I was waiting for him to for him to finish eating, but there was nobody else there, really like in line to see him. So um sorry guys, I just found a piece of tape on this book that I have to take off. um The Power of Shazam, signed by Jerry Ordway. And yes, he drew this. He did a little sketch inside the book, and he personalized it to me. Brandon, best wishes. He did a little sketch here. He drew the Shazam lightning bolt on the inside, and then he signed it Jerry Ordway 824. So this is going to be one of my most prized autographs, because it is, and the art here is incredible. Like, here, let me show you guys. I have a copy of I have a copy of it here that I can show off. I have a copy here that I can show off. The art here is just incredible. Let me find a good picture for you guys. And it is the origin. This is the origin of Shazam. But I mean, look at the art here. The art is incredible. Yeah, so you can see here he's this is Billy Batson, not yet Shazam, as a paper boy. He's he's living on the streets. But yeah, no, just absolutely phenomenal art here from Jerry Ordway. Just absolutely incredible artwork here. I mean, top notch from from an artist like Jerry Ordway, who really, I mean, given given how fantastic he is, it's like Jerry, you wouldn't expect anything less from him, because he's just so fantastic. But yeah, I have a couple more autographs, and then I'm gonna show you, and then I'm gonna show you guys, just the regular books that I picked up. So I have two more autographs to show off. Peacemaker Tries Hard, signed by the writer Kyle Starks, and he signed it right here. And then my last autograph, this is somebody that I've been wanting to meet for quite a while now. I'm a huge fan of of this artist. His name is Steve Epting, and he did he did he did a lot of stuff with Ed Brubaker, mainly. You probably know him, from like his Captain America run. Which to me, Steve Epting draws like the best freaking Captain America out there. I mean, no disrespect to, to all the other great, artists that have drawn him, Jack Kirby especially, but to me, like Steve, there's just something about Steve Epting's Captain America that just really that just really, really stands out. But yeah, this I bought while I was there. Now, interesting story about this one. This one is normally I wouldn't pay this kind of money for a book. This book was $60. He wanted $60 for this. However, normally I wouldn't normally I wouldn't pay that kind of money on one book. However, when I looked to get it, before the con, when I looked for it, I couldn't find it anywhere. Like Amazon didn't have it, eBay didn't have it. In stock trades didn't have it. In stock trades who I order from in the past, who I order from in the past, who were just absolutely fantastic with their orders. But excuse me. But yeah, no. Long story short, I couldn't find this anywhere. So when I saw that he had it, I was like, you know what? I was like, you know what? If I don't do this, I'm going to spend the rest of the day hating myself that I didn't do it. So, yes. So it is signed. It is signed by Steve Epting, and this is about a woman. This is about, I think she's Russian. I think she's Russian. I want to say Russian. I'm not positive, but it is about a sniper. It is about a woman sniper during World War II. And the minute I saw this, I had to get it. I had to. So that is it for my autographs. I will now be showing off the, like the regular, comics that I bought. So let me show you what I got. I have here, whoops. A book that I've been wanting to get for some time, actually. The Butcher of Paris by Stephanie Phillips. And it is based on a true story. And it says here it says here, one of the most notorious and prolific serial killers in history turned the occupied city into his personal hunting ground. So this is apparently about a, like I said before, it's a true story, and it's during, it is about a serial killer during World War II. It is about a serial killer during World War II. And it says here, The Butcher of Paris is a historical, true, crime thriller about a killer wanted by both the Nazis and the Allied forces for the death of nearly 200 victims. So, and if you watched my comic haul video from last week, you would know that that I mentioned in my in a lot of the historical comics and stuff that I brought home from last week. I'm a huge history buff, especially when it comes to like the Civil War and World War II, and just like all of those historical war time periods. So yeah, so there's this. And then this one, this is another one from Philip Kennedy Johnson, and it is Green Lantern War Journal, Volume 1. From what he told me, he said there is a Volume 2 coming out, and apparently that is going to be the end. That's going to be the end of this. It's apparently only going to be a 12-issue miniseries, and I have not read anything from Philip Kennedy Johnson. However, I have heard that his work is absolutely fantastic, and that he is actually quite brilliant. Which Rich, given what a lot of people say about him, honestly, I don't doubt it. So yeah, so there's those. And then I have one more trade. This one didn't have too many trades. Compared to Wicked Comic Con from last week, this one actually had more. This one had more, complete. Excuse me, sorry. This one had more complete sets of back issues. So this is my last trade, and then the rest of the stuff I'm going to be showing off are just all back issues, or just complete sets of back issues. But my last trade is Preacher, Book 3. So yes, I picked up Book 2 some time ago. I don't recall when. I think it was a couple months ago, but yeah, so there's this. And like I said, that's the end of my trades. I don't have like I said, that's the end of my trades. Because like I said, they didn't have a whole lot of trades there. So all the other stuff that I'm going to be showing off are just back issues. Back issues with a couple one-shots, but mostly back issues. From Marvel Comics, and it looks like this is also Marvel Knights. Hulk and Thing, Hard Knocks. Excuse me. And it is the complete series. All 4 issues should be pretty good. Batman versus Predator, number 2. Number 2. This one features Huntress. So, this is also supposed to be pretty good from what I hear. And this is a one-shot. And this is actually one that I've been looking for quite some time. The Batman of Arkham. And as you can see here, it is an Elseworld story. And if you're not familiar with Elseworld stories are what if stories. So Elseworld stories obviously take place, outside of continuity, and they put the character in, um, they put the character in all sorts of, um, they put the, they take the character and put them in a time period that obviously wouldn't exist in the normal, um that they obviously wouldn't be in, in like the current canon um timeline, if that makes sense. I hope it does. um and then I have here, this is another set, Detective Comics Batman the Mud Pack, and it is the complete, it's the complete storyline. It's all 4 issues. um It is all 4 issues. So there's that, and then I have a whole nother bag here. I have a whole nother bag here, of stuff. We have here, Hellboy, um, Macoma. Um, and it is, like I said, it's a set, so it's the complete story. It's both, this is only a 2-part story. Um, so there's that. And then this I grabbed. Um, this is apparently the first Terminator comic from Dark Horse Comics, because it says here, first Dark Horse issue. So yeah, so it includes all 4 issues. So there's that. And then this one I was really, really excited to get. This one I was very, very excited to get. Superman Aliens. And it definitely doesn't hurt that it's written by Dan Jurgens, who I consider to be the best friggin' Superman writer who ever lived. Yeah, so there's this. Tomb of Dracula, Tomb of Dracula, Day of Blood, Night of Redemption. And it's written by one of my favorite comic book writers of all time, Mark Wolfman, who is a god in my book, because he's unbelievable. I mean, he's so brilliant. I have another Hellboy book here, and this is another 2-part story. This is another 2-part story. Hellboy and the BPRD 1954 Black Sun. And this is another 2-part story. Okay, we don't need that. And then we have here Batman Two-Face Strikes Twice. This is both. This is a 2-part story. And then we have here RoboCop Prime Suspect, and it is a 4-part story from Dark Horse Comics. Should be pretty good. And we have here Batman. Batman, I'm all right. Punisher, Captain America, Blood and Glory. This is a 3-part story. So, and then I have 2 more. Catwoman, Guardian of Gotham. And yes, if you can see the, I don't know if you can see that, but it is an Elseworld story. And then my last book is actually another Elseworld story. Batman Houdini, The Devil's Worship. And it is written by comic book legend Howard Chaykin. So that is also, he is also another fantastic comic book creator. So yeah, so that is everything that I picked up at Terrificon. Like I said before, it is my final Comic-Con for this month. I have another convention that I'll be attending in September, though that's not comic book related. That's not comic book related though. That's a horror convention. That'll be taking place in September. And then I have Rhode Island Comic Con is happening the first week in November. So, but that's obviously not for a while. So, but obviously I'll be going to that, and I'll be doing, I'll be doing a haul video then. But yeah, but this concludes my Comic-Con haul videos, at least for now. So let me know what you guys think of everything that I got. Have you read any of these? Have you read any of these? What do you guys think of what I picked up? Like, subscribe, and I will talk to you guys later. Peace.